Ladies and gentlemen, it has all come down to this. For 15 weeks we've been playing the Boss Cup. From January through May, players from all over the world have been grinding day in and day out, and it all comes down to this final event. Who will win, Zero or Miels? Who will take 4th place, Blastic or Barry P? Who will take 6th place, me or Pocho or someone else? There's so many incredible battles going on, and it will all be decided today. And what level could be better to decide all of this than this huge level by Dewwcraft? And although it seemed daunting at first, once you got to play the level a bit more, let's move myself out of the way, you started to find some good styles that could be really hoilable, and it was actually a joy to play this level. Now you start up here towards the top of the level, and in this kind of first area towards here, you have 2 apples. And your first choice is which one to take first. Do you start by going right, going down here, using this hang to get up to the apple, somehow make it around here, come up, take the second apple, jump up here, push, and then go down towards the rest of the level? Or do you instead maybe start towards the left, grab this apple first, come around this way, use the loop, and then come into the hang the other way, come around, jump up here, use this kind of hang in the beginning, and then jump up and go forward? And then once you get to this part of the level, you have 3 more apples to collect. You have this leftmost one, you have this one that's kind of in the middle of the level, and then you have this bottom one. And after that, all you have to do is make it into this area, which basically just contains the flower after you do this loop around. So zooming in a little bit at this middle part of the level, you have 2 major routes that you can choose. Either when you come down here from the beginning, you keep going towards the left, you take the leftmost apple, you turn back and go towards this middle apple here. Now here you could maybe choose to go back and drop down for this apple, but I believe it will always be faster to come down here, go the loop around, take this apple, come back around, and then jump up here towards the end. Or when you come down here, you can instead choose to go towards the right. Grab this middle apple and then make your way up back to this left apple. And then when you come back, you can use this drop down here and come in for the bottom apple. And then the rest is just going to be the same. You come around here and go back for the flower. Now there was also a third route that me and Elrond were trying, but I don't know if it's much faster and I don't know if it's really viable because it's really hard. Basically, if you choose to go the left part first here, you're losing a lot of time because you're going back here and then gonna come out here again. So all of this here, you're driving twice. Whereas if you go right first instead, you're doing this whole area, which gives you no apples either. So all of this is a waste of time. So the third route that me and Elrond came up with was that you do the left-hand style, but after taking this apple, instead of going down here to take this and then do this whole area twice, you would instead drop down here, come down here, take this apple, and then come down here. And from this polygon here, you would jump up, grab this apple, and come down here towards the end. Now this style is very hard, mainly because the jump from here, up here, and getting up to this apple is very hard to do. But the benefit that you get is that after grabbing this apple, you can come down here and use this whole ramp to get speed towards the end. Whereas the other styles that come from below have a really hard time saving speed on this slope here. Because as you can see for the end, you basically have to do this whole loop around behind me, and then come down and grab the flower because you can't grab it from the bottom here. So by coming from the left here after grabbing this apple as your last one, you're gonna have a lot of speed to do this whole end really quickly. But with that said, I have no idea how the results went for this level. I don't know who won this cup, I don't know where I placed, I don't know where anybody placed. So we're gonna find out together exactly what went down in Boss Cup 115 and the level Miniatures by Dewwcraft. Here we go, and I just wanna say, first of all, it's really fun just reading the hype before the last event result in Discord. A lot of stoking, a lot of people just happy about the cup in general as well, so it's super fun to see. Really well done by Bjenn for hosting this cup. Really well done by all the level designers. It's been a pleasure to play these levels. People have really pushed themselves to get the times and placements that they have in this cup, and it's been so fun to see. So huge shout out to just the Elma scene in general. I mean, this has been a really fun experience. We're coming down here. And for the first time, we will do the results in Discord because I'm afraid that if I go to the UL site, I will get spoiled. So here we have the results for Boss Cup 115, Miniatures by Dewwcraft. Insane guy with a 4-minute time. Fair enough, it is a big level, but I think we're gonna see a bit better times than that. We have Elrond for the first place. We have Andre, who has been playing, I think, fairly well in many levels. Maybe didn't go for the best time in this event. But let's see. I don't think I will shout out everyone because there's a lot of names. But Luther? I don't think we saw him in any event, and I guess that's why all the hype regarding him. Really fun to see Luther coming back here. I don't know if he's active in UL, but it's been a long time since I saw him anyway. Let's see, we have Harambe, we have Harald, we have Mrrr, Wet Blanket, Farnsworth. It's just really fun to see all these names. I don't know where we're going to start looking at replays, but we're already closing in on the 2-minute time. And I think I was expecting most people to get like around 2 minutes, but not that much better. Like between 2 minutes and 150 is a pretty good time. And below 150, I'm not sure. We're probably going to see it, but that would be a really impressive replay. So let's see. We have Aspect here. I don't know if I saw Aspect that much before in this event either. We have Rockyball, we have Dorknoob, we have Kopaka, Mujali Tomator, we have Lusco, 8 Ball. He got a few more emojis this time than just the 8 Ball. We have Nicomatic, we have Immo. We're getting down here below 2 minutes. Actually, 8 Ball was the first one and in 19th place. We have Immo, we have TL with a very good time. Let's see, we have Alvin in 15th place. We have Fame in 14th place in 156. Okay, we're already getting pretty good times here. Maybe we will look at all the times in the top 10 or so. Umis coming in at 155. Really nice showing by Umis here. We have Slaw, who maybe I would have expected a bit further up, but still 155. Very nice time. And I guess Slaw didn't play the whole cup, so he's not fighting maybe for a top position. We can see Dewwcraft coming here with the first 154 time. I guess maybe he didn't play to his full potential because it's its own level, but really nice to see. And let's see, getting into the top 10. Ismo. Pretty damn impressive time as well, 153.75. And it does say a lot for this level if this is just the 10th time. He improves almost a second on Dewwcraft's time. So let's check out Ismo's replay. Now Ismo. He chooses to go right first. Let's see. Comes on here, our first replay is right first at the start. Jumps up here for this hang. Now will he use this whole ramp to the left or will he... just a very quick stop here. Comes around, gets the push out here. Pushes again to get out to the wall. And let's see, builds momentum to get this last apple. Now, will he jump up into the roof to this spike or will he do something else? Yeah, looks like jumping up to the spike here, pushing down, and now goes for the drop. Will he go left or right is the big question now. He goes right. Nice, getting in a vault here so he can get a push, very beautiful. Let's see, pushes in the ceiling as well, comes down here for the kind of middle apple. And let's see how he does. He uses the spike in the roof here to get a good push, gets more speed, uses the spike again to get even more speed. Let's see how he does this left-hand part. Oh, beautiful style. Manages to vault around, get a push from the wall and push from the spike. And then let's see the drop here. Let's see if he can get it clean. Avoids this last spike, very nice. Oh, and a wheel pressure to save that momentum. And let's see, comes to this wall around here, gonna go for the last apple. And let's see, he grabs this last apple at 116.37. It's a good marker to have. And comes down here for the end. Let's see if he does something crazy on these spikes down here. Or it looks like a little bit hollow here and a push for a lot of speed. Let's see how he handles this part. Goes for a break and goes for just a single hollow and a break here. Like I said, this part was hard to keep your speed. And let's see, comes around here. Ooh, beautiful hollow there. Looks like a warm-up start basically. And comes up here, gets a push in the roof, and comes in for the finish. Let's see, is it going to be like a long jump here? Yes, it is. Jumping out to the wall so we can get that final push, final gas for 153.75. Beautiful replay by Ismo. And you can see already how clean the replay is with pushes in pretty much every place you can imagine, trying to gas as much as you can in every possible place. So already a really hailed replay, and we're only in the top 10. So I can't wait to see who's next. And actually, let me move myself out of the way here. It makes no sense that I'm going to cover the names of these beautiful Kuskis here. And then let's see if we can edge our way down to 9th place. Elrond, my teammate, at 153.30. Really nice time. And this is the only replay except for my own that I have seen before, but we're going to look at it together and see what he did different from Ismo. Now, Elrond, starting left instead of starting right. This was a style that we felt was faster. And coming up here, building some speed. Using that hang so you can have more speed in this part here. And coming around here and then going for this kind of hollow push here so you can get a lot of speed back towards into the hang. And then pushing from the ceiling here. And then aligning this big jump was very hard because you had to be able to push from this polygon without going too far or too short. Elrond does it beautifully by using those vaults around. And then let's see. We also went for right hand part first. So going right here, pushing from the ceiling again, just like we saw Ismo doing. Coming down here for the bottom apple. Jumping, using the spike here in the top. And then using the second spike here as well. We found the same moves in the uphill there. But a little bit different move here. We chose to bounce at this wall instead of doing the push around that Ismo did. No idea which is faster. Let's see, comes in for the drop here. And very clean drop here as well, not getting stuck on any of those spikes or anything. Not the same wheel pressure that Ismo did, but still managing to keep the gassing to a maximum at that part. And coming here for this apple, 116.59. Also, I think Ismo was like 116. Also, beautiful lean back here by Elrond, actually. Avoiding the head there is really, really hard. And let's see, coming around here, going for similar but not the same end. We did kind of more of a long jump here, so you can get good gassing here. And then coming up for this part, again, no real clear way to save your momentum. It's kind of hard to use the ceiling there as well for a push. So that was the best style we could find. And coming up here, the end is going to be pretty much the same. Pushing away from here, getting speed towards the left, and then going for kind of a long jump here so you can use this last wall for a little bit of more gas, and then touching the flower at 153.30. So beautiful time by Elrond. And again, I just have to shout out Elrond for finding the main routes and doing all of the save loading for us. So really well done, top 10. Let's see who got 8th place. Barry P. Barry P comes in at a 153.26, only 0.04 of a second faster than Elrond. And what this means is that if Blastic played this event, he will take 4th place. But if he didn't, then that means that Barry P will finish 4th. But until we know for sure, let's check out Barry P's run and how he managed to save 0.04 of a second on Elrond's time. Now, Barry P. Starting, oh, nice push there in the beginning to save that, maybe that's the 0.04 actually, who knows. And let's see, comes in for this hang. Very beautiful jump into the hang as well, saving a lot of speed. And early, wow. Nice moves, nice moves. Very beautiful. A lot of, like, very creative style to get out of that hang and get back to the right very quickly. That's really fun to see. And let's see, go up. I would imagine that he's saving time on Ismo at the moment, but let's see if he finds some other things to... Aha, he goes left first. Really fun to see. So far we only saw going right after the drop. Let's see, comes down here for the apple. Will it be the crazy style that me and Elrond found? I don't think it will be, because that's just so hard, and to get this time it wouldn't be necessary. But let's see. No, he goes around here. Gonna go for the downhill now instead of uphill. And let's see, gets this drop down here. Gets the push in the ceiling, very nice. Gonna come around here and get this last apple from the bottom instead of going in from the top like we saw in the previous replays. Let's see, coming up here, hard to keep your momentum there, I can imagine. I didn't play this style much on my own, actually. But let's see, coming around here. And no crazy lean back like Elrond, but good speed here for the end. Let's see if he does some crazy spinning. Ah, looks like it. Wow, very nice. Even another push here, and let's see. Probably gonna go for the same kind of, just one all push here with brake. Very nice. Hard to not have your wheel slip out from under you there. But he managed to get a lot of force from that push. And let's see, coming up here, nice push from the ceiling there. And let's see if he goes for the same long jump. No, he doesn't. He chooses to gas a little bit there instead. Actually, very nice. 153.26 was his time. Very fun. We saw some really creative moves in the start, and we saw a completely different mid that we haven't seen before. And we do know that Barry P is in Team 420, so could this be a preview to what we're gonna see Zero doing? To find out, we just have to keep watching the replays. In 7th place, TM. 153.24. Also 153 time, improving just 0.02 on Barry P's time. See how crazy hurled this level is already at 153? These are just crazy times. From Elrond's 9th place to TM's 7th place, we've improved 0.06 of a second in this long of a level. That's crazy. Let's check out TM's replay. TM, starting right first as well. So far, me and Elrond were the only ones to go left first in the start. Maybe it is slower, because we didn't find those crazy moves that we saw Barry P doing up here. Let's see what TM does. Also does the early stop here, gets up, and pushes around. Yeah, what me and Elrond were trying was to basically go high and then use a lot of speed to come back to go to the right, but this is clearly faster. So let's see, comes up here. Gonna push from the ceiling as well. Will he go left or right after the drop? That is the main question for this level so far. Looks like he's going left. Really fun to see the variety in this level. Nice vaulting around there, getting the push down here. This feels very like Labyrinth Pro-ish, getting into that middle part of Labyrinth Pro. Nice push from the wall, manages to do the Aldo so he can push back towards the right. And let's see, goes for this long jump here, gonna go for the downhill. Let's see how his drop is. He goes for a really long jump actually. And ooh, very nice, very clean drop. Can gas all the way on the wall there. But the landing might not be perfect, not compared to Barry P's replay. So, and yeah, has a little bit less speed in this part, but I guess he manages to make up for that time. I didn't see, he's here at 1:16.58. The ones I've looked at the last couple time has been around 1:16, all the replays. I didn't see how Barry P was doing here. But let's see. Doesn't go for any of the crazy spins here either. But goes for the same kind of ending we've seen. Just a single Olo and a push here. Very nice. Can gas all the way here. Again, really tricky part to do fast. You feel so slow when you play this part of the level because you just have to, you know, abide to the physics, I guess. And then goes for a bit of a long jump here, gets a small tiny push there, and ending at 1:53.24. Honestly, seeing those crazy styles by Barry P, I would expect you had to do something crazy like that to get that good of a time. But I think his drop maybe after the downhill was very fast, so maybe that was what saved him the 0.02 seconds. I don't know. Now in 6th place, we have me. With quite a big drop actually. We had TM at 1:53.27. I came in at a 1:52.54. And of course I've seen my own replay, but let's check it out for reference. And it is still quite a big improvement on TM's time. So let's see. I start left first as well. Again, me and Elrond were doing the same style. Of course, we're the same team. So coming around here, building speed. And pushing up here. I was really happy with this part. Getting that lean back out of the wall. And then double Olo here to push back into the hang. And the pushing in the ceiling. I will start keeping an eye on the next Apple timer from now on, because I think that could tell us which start style is faster actually. Because we come around here, we don't get the push in the ceiling that the others do, but just a basic drop down here, and then building speed towards the right. And let's see, jumping up here, pushing from ceiling here. A good time for us here was like a 44 something, 45 was more normal. I got 44.15 on this run at this Apple. And then getting the pushes here. A good time for this left-hand Apple was for 55 something, and I got 54 on this run. So 54.44 was always a good run. And then let's see, going for the drop here, just trying to avoid the last spike here and getting a bit of like pressure so you can push up and start gassing soon here. I failed a little bit of gas there, but it's fine. And then here, getting a 1:16 was a good time. I got 1:16.17. I had a few 1:15 runs, but never finished. And let's see, coming down here, and then doing no crazy spins here. We were looking for spins, but it was so hard to pull off and so late in the run. And here again, just the basic Olo and the brake push. Not the best end that I had, but still decent enough. Pushing around, trying to gas as much as you can here. Oloing in so your front wheel pops out so you can get a bit higher push here and a bit more speed towards the left, and then going for the long jump here, using this last wall to get in at a 1:52.54. And with that replay, we're getting into the top 5. In 5th place, Madness. Let me scroll down one more. I don't think we've seen Madness in this cup so far. Have we? No, I think it's a completely new addition. And Madness used to be like a really good cup player back in the day. So really fun to see him. Yeah, and you can tell like probably not been playing before in this cup because you have these surprised emojis, I guess. But Madness comes in at a 1:52.09, a really impressive time. Madness, as I guess, is teamless, so maybe he has some completely different style that only he did. Let's find out. Madness, starting towards the right as well. Maybe me and Elrond again went for the wrong style going left first. Let's see, jumps up here for the hang. Very clean entry. Let's see, will he do the early stop as well? No, he goes up to the top here. This is what me and Elrond were doing when we kind of disregarded this style. So let's see. Who knows if this is faster or not? I mean, Madness can make crazy things happen, I guess. Let's see, comes around, he has more speed than the others here because he did do that whole ramp up. Let's see, comes down here and ooh, very beautiful stick there. And he goes for the left route as well. Let's see, jumps up here, clears this spike here, comes in for the drop for this Labyrinth Pro-ish part. And then let's see how he does this. He does just a stick here. He doesn't do the whole wall around and push like we see many other people do. And then goes for this long jump here. And let's see the drop. Ooh, just narrowly avoids that spike. Let's see if he can save a lot of speed here. It's a little bit slow, this part. I guess it's the fastest way to do it, but it just feels awkward when you come down there. You kind of lose all your speed that you have from the drop. But let's see, nice allowing there. Gets up to this apple at 1:15.75. So already he's faster than like my replay and pretty much all the replays we've seen so far. But let's see, comes around here, gets a push in the ceiling, comes up here. Let's see if he does something crazy for the end. No, same kind of allo, break, push, getting up here. Okay, a little bit crazy stuff, but he can gas this full length there. Very nice. And then let's see, goes for this push here in the ceiling as well. I'm gonna come in for the end. And goes for not really a long jump, more gassing on top there. And then getting into the flower at 1:52.09. Very beautiful replay by Manes. Really fun to see him in this cup as well. A little bit late to make your entry maybe, but I guess better late than never. So let's see, in 4th place, will we have our first 1:51 time? Blastek at 1:50, 1:50.50. He improves 1.5 seconds on Madness's time. And I just, like, it is Blastek. It's, I wasn't sure he was gonna play. I thought maybe with this time that Barry P got, he was gonna get that 4th place from Blastek. But he does play, and he does get a beautiful time. Now, is this gonna be a completely different style, or is this just gonna be like perfect execution of what we've already seen? I can't wait to find out. Blastek, starting towards the right as well. Again, yeah, me and Elrond were probably just wrong in going left hand first. Let's see, comes around here. Will he use the whole ramp or will he stop early? Let's see. He stops early. No idea which is faster, actually. And then comes around here, gets the push to get to the wall. Let's see, no really long jump. He goes low instead, so he can gas this full length there. Grabs this apple, gonna jump up into the ceiling. Get the push down here. Let's see the stick. It's good. And looks like he's gonna go for left hand first. And really interesting to see, 150 left hand first. I'm not sure what style this can be. It just has to be perfect execution, right? Let's see. 43.51 here, so improving 1 second on my time, pretty much. And then let's see, good push in the ceiling there. A lot of momentum. Let's see, goes for some kind of bounce here as well. 53.04 at this apple is just a crazy time. That is like 2 seconds faster than my time. I don't know actually how he made up all that time, but that's just insanely good. Nice wheel pressure there, saving a lot of momentum. Jumping up high so he can gas in the ceiling there as well. Coming around here for this apple at 1:14.34. Just a crazy time for this last apple. And coming in here, let's see the end. Will there be some crazy spins? Not really, just the one push there, but it's a good push, gets a lot of speed. But has to forfeit all that speed here for the push up the ramp here. And then can gas a lot here. Ooh, nice lean back as well. And goes in for the end here. He already has a really good time with the 1:14 last apple. Let's see how he chooses to do the end. Looks like it's going to be a long jump here. Gas a little bit on the wall. And then coming in at a 1:50.50, 50.50. Really impressive time and really fun to see Blastek back in the cup, protecting his 4th place there after JT. But with that said, so far in this cup, we've had the 3 main characters. We've had Zero, Miels, and JT. And if you remember from the last event, Zero is leading this cup right now. But if Miels gets first and Zero gets second, Miels will win. So I'm guessing we're gonna see Miels, JT, and Zero in this top 3, unless there's some player we haven't considered that claims one of those spots. But the order is so utterly important. So I'm almost afraid to scroll down here, but I guess we just have to keep going. So let's see. The player in 3rd place is Audi. Huh. So Audi comes in at a 1:50.43. So that means that JT did not play this event. He dared to let his teammate do all the work. And sorry, I said it wrong before. If Miels wins and Zero gets second, Zero still wins. Zero has to get third. That was JT's role, to push down Zero into 3rd place while Miels clinches the 1st place. But with Audi here, that's not a possibility anymore. Zero has won the Boss Cup, but we haven't seen the replays yet. We will get there, but let's see who won this event first. But I do believe already that there is no way now that Miels can beat Zero, since Audi took this 3rd place. But before I say something that's not true, let's check the replays and then I will double check my facts. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's check out this replay by Audi first, and then we'll move on. Audi, starting towards the left. Maybe me and Elrond weren't stupid after all. Let's see. Goes for the left here. I mean, he's just barely faster than we saw Blastic, but I mean, so far it's the faster style, right? Let's see. Comes up here, goes for beautiful front wheel push in the roof there. Let's see. Comes down here, gonna get this push in the ceiling. Gonna go for a long jump here. Land on this polygon here, which was hard. He does the more like kind of Elrond style with the vaulting and to get a better push here. And let's see, will it be left or right? Looks like it's gonna be the left style. Sorry, right style. And comes in here. Now I can actually compare times again. Doesn't go for the push in the ceiling here. I felt that that was faster. Let's see, comes in for this apple at 44.79. So far a bit slower than my time actually. Let's see, get the push in the ceiling here. It's a good push. And let's see, goes for a bounce here as well, it looks like. Actually just a normal stop. 53.53, but I can't compare the time because he grabbed the apple pretty late because he was using a different style. Let's see, goes in for the drop here. And nice, manages to start gassing straight on that downhill. Comes around for the last apple. Let's check the time. Will it be a 1:15, 1:14? It's 1:14.69. It's such a great time for the last apple. Nice early push there to save some momentum. Let's see if he goes for some crazy spinning. Doesn't look like it. It's just a long jump. Coming around here. Up for this all-low push with the brake. Again, it's so easy for your back wheel to slip out there because of how the slant is, or like how slanted that hill is. But let's see, comes up here, goes for a little bit different kind of push there than we've seen other people doing. Comes in for the long jump by the Dewwcraft logo and gets the flower at 1:50.43. Beautiful replay by Audi, and really fun that we have no idea which is faster, going left first or right first in the start. So that brings us to the top two. Now I'm expecting Miels and Zero here, and they have been talking about finishes, but you never know. I mean, maybe it's just psychological warfare and actually one of them weren't playing or something. But let's see. In second place, we have... Okay, Bjenn is saying it's super tight in the top two. Miels. Here we go. 1:46.07. In second place, we have Miels at 1:46.07. That is just crazy. I think this is gonna be that style that I was mentioning in the beginning, but yeah, we didn't even dare to go for it in the live run because it was so hard to do that jump. But maybe this is something completely different. But regardless, a brilliant time by Miels. So let's check out that replay. Miels, starting towards the left as well. So fun to see that most players did go for the right first, but did you see those tiny... Wait, let me just... check those tiny brakes here. Brake, 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 brake. Crazy stuff already. Let's see. Comes up here, and then... actually kind of underwhelming part there, to be honest, but maybe it's faster. 1:16.37 at that apple is actually a decent time. Let's see, goes for the long jump here, a lot of pushes around. And coming down here, now let's see, will he go left? He goes left. And I don't know, is this like really low? This might be a style that I didn't talk about in the beginning because it's just so ridiculous. But I do believe Miels is playing at low FPS here because check his wheels. They're just kind of, you know, a bit awkward in how they like shake and stuff. And I think that's because he's playing at like 30 FPS. And I think I know why he's doing that. And if I'm right... Wait, he also goes for this apple. So is this gonna be... Wait. I don't know what's happening now. I think he's gonna do the jump up here, which is a crazy hard jump. Let's see. Jumps here. Gets the gas here. Gets a small tiny push. And gets up! That is so hard to do. I know it looks like a... brain dead simple style, but it's so hard to get enough speed there. But let's see, he comes around here, so he has a lot of speed for the end. But I think again he's playing at low FPS, so let's see if he chooses to do something crazy here. No, he just goes around. And let's see, comes up here, and then just goes for a normal finish, but 1:46.07 with that crazy hard mid style. And we will come back to analyze that part, but before we do that, we have to check out who is in first place as well. And because I saw Miels playing with low FPS, I was thinking we were gonna see a completely different ending. Now that I'm starting to think that that style might be possible, maybe this is just Bjenn capping and it's actually gonna be a huge difference. But let's see. In first place, we have Zero. At 154.94, the man just keeps winning these events. Even this one he couldn't let Miels have. He had to win, and just a beautiful time. I mean, we're gonna do probably an analysis of the whole cup, but Zero, man. I think he won the most events by far of any player. Miels was really consistent. I don't think he had a time worse than third place, but Zero, he just has so many wins. Just such a crazy impressive showing by Zero this cup, and Miels as well. I mean, shout out to both. Let's check out a replay and then just see what the hell went down in this event and in the whole cup overall. Zero, right first. Ha! So in the top two replays that both had crazy times, we have different starts altogether. And let's see, will he use the whole ramp or will he stop early? He stops early. He goes for the Barry P style. I guess it makes sense. They're both in Team 420, right? So really fun to see. And coming around here, gonna be fun to merge these replays and see whose start was faster, because that might have actually changed the outcome of this level. But let's see, probably gonna go for a push here as well. Yes, going for the left-hand part first, so he can do the same kind of push that Miels did probably. Ooh, beautiful. He saved so much time there. Maybe I was too focused on the low FPS for Miels that I wasn't reacting to his part up there, but that was a beautiful pushing, saving a lot of speed. Wait, he doesn't go for the jump up? What? Is he just saving enough time on that start and those parts in like the Labyrinth Pro part? And the drop there as well, because look, he got so much speed he could push from the roof here. I think it's just a super clean run with the same style that we've seen like most players who did this left hand first do. Let's see. And of course goes for like the craziest spins in the world here as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, do what you have to do, I guess. Oh, and the stick in the. That's just such a crazy, crazy replay. That's just such an insane replay. Now, we will have to analyze both Miels's and Zero's replay, because Miels was doing a style that is really, really hard, but being able to execute it saves you just so much time that he got a 146. But Zero chooses a route that we've seen many other players do, but he just executes it to such perfection that he doesn't need the harder style to save him time. He just saves time wherever he can, and in the end, he has saved like 5 seconds compared to other people. I don't know what to say. It's just even gonna be hard. Like, we can't merge these replays because they're just so completely different. But of course we have to try a merge, because we can at least see whose start was faster, and we can also see where the different players are catching up depending on the different styles they did. So we'll see Zero at the top here going right first, and we'll see Miels going left first here at the bottom. Now we're gonna have to keep it split screen, because there's no way, like, these players are barely gonna be in the same frame during the whole level, but in some places they will be, and that's gonna be fun to compare. Let's see, Miels coming into the hang here, Zero going for the bottom route. They're gonna probably intersect by the long jump here, and then we're gonna see who's faster at the drop. So here Miels is catching up from below. Zero is a little bit faster, it looks like. So Zero has a tiny lead. Miels gets a better push, but let's see this spin here by Zero. He gets that extra vault, gets the extra push, and has so much more speed coming in here with the wheel pressure. So already he's saving a lot of time on Miels, and Miels' run was already like the cleanest one we've seen so far. And then let's see, Miels drops down here to go for the crazy hard high jump at the end. Zero just goes for this really clean jump, and see how he got a clean drop and manages to save all his speed here down at the bottom. So that's beautifully done. And then Miels coming in here for the top apple, whereas Zero coming from the bottom here. Let's see Zero's time, because this we can compare actually. His apple time is 112. And then let's see Miels here at the bottom, going for this high jump, keeping gassing, and barely making it up to this apple here. Just a crazy style. And then we have Zero at the top now, doing the crazy spins and going for this brutal here, which is just insane. But he manages to save so much time with that brutal. But Miels is catching up here because he did the other route, so he has way more speed. So he will catch Zero a little bit in this climb as well. And now we're coming in towards each other. Zero still has that tiny lead. It's basically the lead he had from the start. Miels is catching up, but Zero wins. I don't know what to say, man. It's so crazy that we saw so many different styles in the top 10, and even in the top 2, it's just completely different. Miels going for the insanely hard tricks to save that time, Zero going for the perfect execution, and also that brutal, that's no joke, that's really hard. And it is what saved him probably like a second or two on the other players. Congratulations, Zero Man. What a showing. Winning so many events. Miels, what the fuck, right first? Seeing yeah, that's how it feels. Different routes. How is right for faster? Damn, and brutal. Yeah, that me and Elrond were speculating about it, but it was basically just like we mentioned it, and they just like, no, there's no way. Ridiculous level. It's just so crazy, crazy stuff. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I played 30 FPS because the shortcut to the last apple was super hard, almost impossible with high FPS. And yes, I know it looks fairly simple, like you just drive here and you just jump up and go up, grab this apple. But first of all, this slope here is nowhere near steep enough to get you a good jump so you can clear this corner. So most of your jumps, your back wheel will catch below this corner here and your run is finished. But even if you do manage to get up, you still have to gas like a really, really long part here just to barely catch this corner. And it's just so hard to get up there. I mean, it can't be understated. I was playing it in a train level like starting here for probably like 30 minutes and I made it up once and not as clean as Miels did. Elrond was playing it in Ceylon and also made it up just once. So doing it in a live run after you've been playing for basically like 1.5 minutes, trying to get up and clearing this corner is it's just crazy. We knew the style existed, we knew it was faster, but we chose to not even try it in a real run. But also Zero Man, doing the brutal here, it's just not a place that's designed to brutal, basically. And the fact that you have like a slope upwards after also makes the brutal much harder, because once you get your back wheel up, your head is going to be really low. It's going to be hard to get enough momentum to swing around and start to be able to gas. It's just crazy. And in order to do this brutal, he also had to do the like crazy spins here, which is way harder than it looks because I don't know, it just is. I mean, you come from here, you have to clear this ceiling, you have to clear the spikes. It's just crazy stuff. And the reason why I was a bit confused when I saw Miels doing 30 FPS, I thought honestly that he was gonna go for this style here because I was speculating like this is a pretty narrow corner and this is a pretty narrow corner. Could you maybe just go up here, gather some speed, come back, jump up, and V-sync through this hole up to the flower? Maybe it's possible, I don't know. I think most likely you're gonna just instead end up in the wall here, which would kill your run, obviously. But when I saw 30 FPS, I thought like, maybe. But turns out maybe this shortcut up here was easier with 30 FPS as well. Playing this whole level at 30 FPS, that just has to be torture and just credit to Miels, man. To be able to go for the crazy hard style, he had to make the entire level crazy hard by playing 30 FPS. It's just you have to push yourself to the limit to be able to win an event in this cup, or even get second in this case. And here we see why we didn't see JT in the top results. He tried the level, but he couldn't make a finish because he was going for the shortcut route, which was yeah. If JT can finish the route, you can imagine how hard it is. It would have been fun, like if Zero hadn't, for instance, found that end brutal, and JT had managed this style, then we would actually have that scenario where Miels would have won, JT would get second with the route, and assuming JT didn't beat Miels, and Zero would probably have been third. So this level was actually like it could have decided everything. It was almost impossible with high FPS. Low FPS made it at least not ridiculously hard. And as far as I know, Zero doesn't fuck around with FPS changes. But hey, he just picked another route and somehow got fucking fast. It's Zero, man. And yeah, Luther coming back, that's really cool. And funny, none of the top 4 players had total times, because they skipped one level completely, at least. So Barry P has the best total time, and I have the second best, apparently. Maybe can hoil those level a bit more to go for a best total time. But I'm guessing Barry P's total time is pretty good, so don't know if I will try that. And see, even Zero tried the shortcut a little bit, somehow brushed it off as impossible in my mind. Only tried it for a laugh. And see, I also tried VCing myself to the flower from the right side low FPS, but it was also difficult to manage. Yeah, see, could have been. And here you have it, the final results of the Boss Cup. Zero comes in at a massive 1,200 points, and this is already with skips included because it's the final results. And here's the final breakdown of his placements. After the skip of event 7, which was his own level, and event 10, where he got just 4th. Just 4th. He only got 1st place or 3rd place. And that's because whenever he got 3rd place, Miels and JT were in the top instead. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 first place finishes for Zero, with one event not even played. Basically 9 out of 14 levels 0-1, which is just mind-bogglingly insane. But Miels not much worse himself. A lot of second places, I mean, that's the Zero effect, I guess. But whenever Miels didn't get second place, well, he got first place. And except he didn't play event 1 at all. He got third place, only third place. That's his worst placement. Even Zero had a fourth place once. I mean, come on. One third place finish, otherwise first or second, which is just insane consistency. And then JT early on locked in his third place. And I mean, he just had like a few unlucky events, like 12th place and 8th place. But other than that, also, I mean, just first, third, fifth here and there. Didn't play the last event. But just a crazy showing by JT as well. Really fun to see. And I mean the rest. Blastic, the dude, he came back, he defended his fourth place position. We've seen some amazing replays by Blastic during this run. He got a second place finish in event 8, which was just a crazy beautiful replay. And as you can see, he wasn't playing much towards the end. He just jumped in and basically did like a quick finish here for event 13, but he finally came back for event 15, went all out and got a fourth place and secured his fourth place finish in the cup overall, which is very, very deserved for Blastic. And then Barry P, man, the consistency king. He's been playing every single event and scoring really well in every single event. Now you can't maybe hope to compete with Zero, Miels and JT, I mean those guys are beasts. But Barry P in the end was almost catching up with Blastic. I mean, just having the mental strength to play every single event in the whole cup, it's taxing. It takes a lot of energy. This cup went on from January to May. It's more than a quarter of a year that you're spending playing this event, and you play many hours for every level. So impressive showing by Barry P. Really fun to see. I got the 6th place. Pocho didn't manage to catch up. I don't think he played this last event, right? No, he didn't play the last event, but unable to catch Barry P and Blastic. I mean, those guys are just on another level compared to me. So I'm really happy with my 6th place. I played every event as well, but nowhere near as good finishes as Barry P. And then Elrond, man, is like my hero. He found most of our styles, he did all the save loading. He played early on in the weeks and found all the styles, and then I just came on the weekend and basically heuled whatever he found to get a better time than him. So that was a bit unfortunate for him, but man, he did an impressive showing as well. I guess he's, yeah, almost catching up to Pocho, but not quite. Really fun to see. Really well done. Ramon getting that 9th place. I think we had a battle here between the 3 Swedish players, but Ramon comes out on top, just barely beating Dewwcraft, who comes in at 516, who in turn just barely beats Umis. So really fierce battle like down here, just getting to the top 10. Really crazy stuff, really fun to see. And also just take a quick moment and realize that you have to go down all the way until 9th place until you see a nationality repeat. We have a Finnish player winning, a Polish player after that, an American player after that, and then Norwegian, UK, Sweden, Argentina, Germany, and then Sweden again. And it's just so fun to see in Lasovania how so many different nationalities can compete. A lot of other legendary names down here. I'm not gonna shout out everyone because, you know, none mentioned, none forgotten. In the end, Finland won the cup. I guess many thanks to Zero. Sweden did pretty well as well, so that's fun to see. We didn't have the best finishes overall, but me and a few of my friends here helped in getting Sweden into a 2nd place. US, I guess, is carried along by JT. I don't know even if like Poland had more players or if that was just Miels. I think maybe just Miels. This cup has been a blast. It's been so fun to follow. So many amazing replays, so many amazing levels, so much amazing hype in the Discord channel. I mean, just the results were a blast to watch and so exciting when Bjenn was pacing those times. You never knew when the drop was gonna come. You never knew when your time was gonna come. And all the reactions, I mean, it's been so fun to see. It's been really fun making these videos as well. Even for myself, I get a better appreciation for each level that I've played and put my, you know, heart and soul into. And then seeing those even greater replays and how people come up with crazier styles than me and Elrond can find. So overall, just a great start to 2023, and I'm really excited to see what other cups are gonna come along, and who knows, maybe I will cover those as well. But until then, thanks for watching.